Youth crime is a huge problem in London at the moment. Thousands of youths have committed crime over the past 10 years. In this documentary, we're going to find out why these youths commit crime and how Barnet are dealing with it. This is Barnet Crime Watch. We're in Barnet High Street and we're going to talk to members of the public about what they feel about youth crime. Think the police are doing enough?
I think certain areas they're doing really well, but in other areas more severe, they tend to help people that in more particular areas than others.
What are your opinions on youth crime?
Well, I'm not in favour of it. What specifically do you want to know?
In Barnet, do you think it's bad? Is enough being done?
I only work in Barnet and I can't say as I've actually seen any crime taking place. You read the newspapers and you get a different story. So personally speaking, I feel quite happy walking down Barnet. I feel safe. I don't feel that there's a big problem.
Hi there, we're going to be talking to a former offender, Muzzy. Can you tell me what you did?
Yeah, I was drunk that night and I was fucking out my head. So what I did, like my mates dared me, and when you're drunk, you know, you do anything you fucking want. So, you know, they dared me to some old bitch's bag, and me being drunk, I did. So I took the bitch's bag, and then she grabbed my leg, and I was like thinking, what do I do? So, you know, I gave the bitch a few punches to get off me. I squeezed her wrist, and some police was on duty, and you know, he has a cricket bat on him, so he hit me over the head with a cricket bat.
Oh, you mean a truncheon?
See a family trunk there, you know, like, I wake up in a cell with a fat hangover, and I found out I've got to be there for 2 months for assault.
So, do you think now you've done it, do you think that was the right thing to do?
No, I've cleaned my head, so now I think back, if I do see that lady, I'd say sorry to her, like more than sorry, because you know it's not just anything. I'll beat up and sit like an old lady. It's bad.
So, before your crime, before you were in prison, what's your background, may I ask?
It's been kind of fucked up, and my brother, he drowned my grandma. Yeah, she died. She was fucking murdered by my brother. And my dad, he robbed the bank. And yeah, he chat so much shit. Yeah, my brother killed him as well.
So do you think that's the main reason for you committing crime, the way you were brought up?
Yeah, I think my brother just showed me like, if you're angry, or you know, if you could do whatever you want, you know, you could just kill anyone you want. But I know what I'm in the wrong. I know I've done something wrong, and I'm gonna try to put my life, you know, straight now.
So you said earlier you were drunk. How old were you then?
I was 16 years old. Yeah, I was done for assault then, and ever since then I've been having counselling.
So what do you think of counselling?
Yeah, I like it.
Anyway, thanks for talking with us.
Safe lads.
The time was 7 p.m. on the 19th of November 2010. The location, Wood Street, Barnet. 2 youths murdered a 16-year-old in an attempted mugging. This CCTV footage was sent to us by the Metropolitan Police. The footage shows before the shooting.
I was woken that night by gunshots. I looked out the window and I saw a gang of youths legging it down an alleyway. I looked down and I saw this boy lying on the ground. There was a pool of blood around him. I called the police and they pronounced him dead at the scene apparently. It's ridiculous. don't think enough's being done to prevent events like this from occurring, to be honest. Barnet hasn't seemed to me so tragic. It's just made me think nowhere's safe anymore.
The investigation has gone on since October. 4 have been charged and our hearts are with the families of the victim. We're going to be talking to a senior police officer, PC Thompson. Research has shown youths have committed the most and they're the worst kind of offenders.
They are to an extent. I mean, they tend to commit more minor crimes, such as petty robbery, vandalism, but more and more they are committing serious crimes such as knife and gun crime.
What about gangs?
Youths do tend to commit a lot of crimes if they're in groups, so we're always on the lookout for gang culture. But there isn't a great deal of rival clashes between groups of gangs.
What are the police doing to tackle youth crime?
We are setting up youth clubs to get possible offenders off the street, and a new government proposal suggests that we should be able to confiscate offenders' personal possessions such as iPods and phones, etc.
It sounds like the police are doing a lot. Do you think other ideas such as long prison sentences are a good idea?
I do agree with you, but it's up to the government to make these decisions.
It sounds as though the police are doing a lot to help tackle youth crime, but is Barnet doing enough?
Yeah, I think they are doing enough, but it's like they're doing enough in some areas, but in particular areas they are not.
Youth crime continues to be a major problem in the UK. Thousands of youths die each year as a result. So the question is, will youth crime continue to be a problem? Well, most likely. Until the government and the council take more efficient measures, we can only hope that things can change.